Now, the difference of two integers is 9. 5 times the smaller is 7 more than 3 times the larger. Does anybody know what that is real quick? Can I just look at that and tell me what the answer is? You're right. You cannot. All right. It's an easy technique. All right. So follow along and join. All right. We're going to say, how many numbers are we talking about? 2 numbers. All right. So a lot of times I would put the first number and I would put the second number. The difference of 2 numbers is 9. So let me ask you this question. If I have no idea what the 2 numbers are, the first number can be identified as what? X. Perfect. Thank you. All right. The first number is X. Now, someone give me an example of 2 numbers that differ by 9. Luke, thank you. Give me an example of 2 numbers that, well, what is 14 minus 5? So you would say the 2 numbers are 4 and what? 2 numbers that differ by, the difference between the 2 numbers is 9. What are the 2 numbers? Say that again. I'm trying. What are you thinking? 2 numbers. Yes, 14 and 5. I'm sorry. So we're going to write 5 and 14. I misheard you. All right. So does anybody agree? 5 and 14. Right. Give me another example. 18 and 9. Now notice I'm putting them in order. Do we agree with that? All right. So the first problem, if the first number is X, what's the second number? Tell us. No, we don't know how to do with 2 variables. We only know how to use 1 variable. So what is it? What is it? Tell them again. No, if the first number is X, all right, if the first number is X, I would like to know what the second number is in relationship to X. What is it? No, absolutely not. Someone else who's thinking. All right, tell us. No, tell us.
0.
Stop. All right, here is X. How did I get to 14? You added 9. Added 9 to what? X. So if the first number is X, the next number is, what is it? Stop. That means 9 times X. X plus 9. That's why this is difficult. Because this question says the difference between 2 integers is 9, and they have X plus 9, and you're going, what in the world are you talking about? Right? Now, if I wanted to, could I have said X and X minus 9? Yeah, because if I would have taken 14 to get to 5, I can do what? X minus 9. It's just in this case, the first number, X, is that smaller or larger than X plus 9? Smaller. If I choose X and X minus 9, X would be the what? The bigger number. Thank you for paying attention. Do I care how you do it? No. The first thing that came to mind was the difference between 2 numbers is 5, or the difference between 5 and 14 is 9, right? So what came to my mind is I just took X and then I added 9 to it. Is everybody happy with that explanation? All right, now, once you establish a relationship between the two, once you establish a relationship between the 2 numbers, we're now going to go into the second phase. 5 times the smaller. 5 times the smaller. How do I represent 5 times the smaller? You are amazing. 5x. 5 times the smaller. What does is mean in math? Equals. How do I write 7 more than? How do I write 7 more than? Plus 7. 7 more than what? 7 more than what? 3 times the larger? Which one is the larger? Which one is the larger? X plus 9 is the larger. X plus 9 times 3. All right, now I'm going to stop for just a quick moment. And we're going to talk about it just to make sure. X plus 9, that's the relationship between the first statement. The second statement relates the first and the second statements together that we created. 5 times the smaller, 5x, equals 7 more than, plus 7, 3 times the larger, 3 times x plus 9. All right. Now we just got to solve this out real quick. Of course, that's the easy work. All right. So now 5x equals 3x plus 27 plus 7. Does everybody agree with that? Come on. Now, does everybody agree? I'm going to move the 3x over. And when I move the 3x over, it becomes what? When I move the 3x over, it becomes what? 2x equals, what's 27 plus 7? 34. So x must have been what? 17. X must have been 17. Is everybody good with this? Anybody have any issues? What, Sadie?
So if we always be the smaller?
No, not always going to be the smaller. We're not doing absolutes in here. We're just going to learn how to solve the word problems. All right. Don't try to remember everything. We're writing down a process to help you do this. Yes, I like that. Now, what is the other number? 17, and the other number would be what? If the first number is, if the first number is x, what's the second number going to be? I'm listening.
6.
What? No, I'm asking you, what would be the other number? What? No, what?
26.
Thank you, 26. All
X
right.
plus 9.
Yes, x plus 9. He's exactly correct. He could have said it a little better. Right? The first number is x. The second number is x plus 9. We just solved for x. X is how much?
17.
So the other number is going to be 17 plus 9. That's how I got 26. What? I'm asking you this question from the very beginning. If the first number is 5, what could the second number be? Why? Because the difference between 14 and 5 is how much? 9. You with me on this? So that's why you can take 5 and add 9. You could also take 5 and subtract 9. Those were our options. They could have been x and x plus 9 or x and x minus 9. You with me now? What, Palmer?
Could you have done 9 and 18? So we're not the same answer.
Well, I don't know what you mean. Could I have gone 9 and
Could you have 9 and 5 out? Let's say if you like.
These were just examples, Palmer. These weren't the answers. Those were just examples of two numbers that differ by 9. Okay, this was the heart of the problem right here. All right, we have to write our statement and compare those two statements. All right, here we go. We're going to try number 2. All right, you thought that was entertaining. You are going to love this problem. Eddie earns 3 times as much money as a doctor than he does as a writer. His total income is $40,000 more than that of his sister. She earns half as much as Eddie does as a doctor. What is Eddie's salary as a doctor? Wow, that's a lot of information. All right, there's no way to put that into your head and come up with an answer. Does everybody agree with that? You got to translate. And once you learn to translate, the word problems become what? Easy. I promise you. All right. So Eddie has how many occupations? 2. So Eddie is a what? Eddie is a what? Doctor and a writer. All right. So if you want, in my opinion, I would go ahead and just write this out. I'll try to show you what I mean. All right. Here is Eddie. All right. Eddie could either be a what? Doctor or a what? Writer. That's who Eddie is. All right. Now it says Eddie earns 3 times as much money as a doctor as he does as a writer. Do I have any idea how much money he earns yet? No. So I've got to relate the writer and the doctor. He earns 3 times as much money as a doctor. So how much does he earn as a writer? Say it. He earns X. We don't know. So as a writer, he earns X. So I put a colon here and put X. So then as a doctor, he does what?
3x.
He does 3X. Now we're getting the hang of it. All right. Now we have that. All right. It says now his total income. Right. His total income is 40,000 more than his sister. All right. So now they introduce his sister.
So S plus 40,000.
Right. His sister. All right. Now, his sister or his total is 40,000 more than his sister. So I agree with that. All right. So what is his total income? How much?
40,000.
Nope, that's not what it says.
S plus 40,000.
Well, here's what I want you to do. Right now, he has what? Right now, he has income of 3X and X, right? So his total, all right, I'm going to move this down out of the way. It's what? It's his total is 4X. All right. So Eddie's total is equal to 4X. Do we agree? What's 3X plus 1X? Say it again. 4X. Do you agree? Right or not? All right. Now, his sister, she earns half as much as Eddie does as a doctor. So how much does she actually earn?
22.
No, 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 no. Wow, wow. Come on, peeps. What? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Come on, somebody, come on, guys, think about it, please. Tell us. You are amazing. Why? Say it again. What did you say? No, I didn't say anything to you because I can't hear you because you're not bold enough yet. You'd rather sit and say something like 1.5x, and then when it's right, you jump up and say, yeah, that's what I said. You can scream it out, 1.5x. All right, say it. You're afraid to be wrong. That's what the problem is. All right, no one cares if you're wrong. So let's go back and see. It says she earns half as much as he does as a what? Doctor. Do we agree? So what does he make as a doctor? 3X, correct? So that means she earns what? 1.5X. She definitely earns 1.5X. Now here it was kind of mixed up, right? But his total income. Now, what's his total income again? Nope, nope, nope. Is what? 4x. Everybody write down 4x for me. His total income. What does is mean in math? Equals 40,000 more than his sister. How do I write 40,000 more than his sister? Palmer. No, come on. Stop raising your hand. Think about it. He earns 40,000 more than his sister. What is it? You are amazing. 1.5x plus 40,000. 1.5x plus 40,000. All right, that was kind of hard. I'm not gonna. All right, you have to practice. All right, you have to be trying. Palmer, you hear me? I like it. You're not giving up. You keep trying. Everybody's got to try. If you're sitting there just writing down my answers thinking you're doing good, you're not. All right? You can't sit there and say, well, that's what I had on my paper. I just didn't want to say it. Speak up. All right, now to solve this, I'm going to subtract 1.5. Does everybody agree with that? So what's 4 minus 1.5? 2.5x equals 40,000. So everybody agree with that? Now, please watch, because we'll get calculators soon. All right, I'm going to divide by 2.5. Is everybody agreeing? So x is equal to. Now, I don't like this, so please watch. I don't like dividing by 2.5, so I'm going to multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. What's 40,000 times 2? 80,000. All right, and then what's 2.5 times 2? 5. Does everybody agree with that? Now it's easier to do the division. Do we agree? Does everybody agree dividing by 10 is much easier? Do we agree? So I'm going to multiply by 2 again. If I multiply by 2, that becomes 160,000 divided by 10. Does everybody agree with that? So now what's 160,000 divided by 10? Right, because we can cross out a 0 when we divide by 10. All right, so x is equal to 16,000. All right, so now I come back and I have to answer my question now. It says, what is Eddie's salary as a doctor? So what would it be? You are amazing. 3 times 16,000. So of course, everybody in here knew that was $48,000. All right, 48,000. Yes, that's what 3 times 16,000. All righty. Now we're on number 3. You thought that was fun? 3 you are going to love. All right, you're going to love this one. I promise. All right, here we go. It says the greater of 2 consecutive even integers. Oh my goodness, I already forgot what even means. Someone give me an example of 2 consecutive even numbers. Let's get one right today. Surrey, what?
2 and 4.
2 and 4 is an example of 2 consecutive even numbers. All right. So we're going to put down on our paper, how many numbers are we dealing with? First and what? Second. All right. What do we want to call our first even number? No. X. We are brilliant. All right. How do I get from one even number to the next even number? You add 2. So we have x and x plus 2. That's how great we are. Now, the greater of 2 consecutive even integers. Which one is greater, x or x plus 2? Wow. The greater of 2 consecutive even numbers, x plus 2. What does is mean? Equals. How do I write 20 more than? Plus 20. Do not say 20 plus. All right? Plus 20. 20 more than what? How do I represent twice the smaller? 2x. Come on, that was not that hard. Now you're getting the hang of it. Should be a little bit better. Now, of course, everybody in here knows that as mental math, right? We're going to move the x to the right, and that becomes what? No. 1x. Now I'm going to move the 20 over. What does that become? What? Negative 18 for those of you guys who would like a correct answer on your test. X equals how much? Negative 18. So negative 18. Now, don't make the mistake. What is the next even number going to be? I knew you were going to say that. Negative 16, not negative 20. Not negative 20. What? You are adding 2. If I said, what's negative 18 plus 2, you better say what? Not like some people who say negative 20. Not mentioning any names. Lupin, go. Consecutive is not times 2. Consecutive means in order. All right, like if I said 5 consecutive evens, you would say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, that's what is meant. All right, here we go. We're on number 4 now. All right, time flies when you're having fun. I agree. All right, it is flying by today. All right, just look how many problems we have left for homework. We better get to work. All right, here we go. You watch. That's correct. That's why I'm saying don't interrupt. You're wasting time. All right. In one basketball game, Maya scored 3 times as many points as Ashley. In the next game, Maya scored 7 fewer points than she did in the first game, while Ashley scored 9 more points than she did in the first game. If they scored the same number of points in the second game, how many points did each of them score in the first game? What are we doing? All right, this is a mess. It is a mess unless you learn to write things out. All right, this is helping you organize your thoughts in your brain. All right, so who are we talking about here specifically? Maya and, so we are going to write M and we're going to write A. All right, there is a relationship between those two. All right. In one basketball game, Maya scored 3 times as many points as Ashley. All right, so we have separate games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put game 1. All right. Game number 1. All right. What is the relationship between Maya and Ashley? How many points did Maya score and how many points did Ashley score? Wait a minute. And Ashley is what? Now, again, what I'm trying to tell everybody is this was the hard part for me at first until I finally figured this out. Maya scored 3 times as many points as Ashley. Do we agree? So do we know how many Ashley scored? I have no idea, but there is a relationship between Maya and Ashley. Do we agree? So Ashley, I have no idea. So Ashley scored what? X, but Maya scored what? 3x. All right. In the next game, this will be game 2. Maya scored 7 fewer points than she did in the first game. So how many points did she score in game 2? I'm listening. Look on your notes. Game 2, she scored 7 fewer points than she scored in game 1. How many points did she score in game 1? 3x. That's all. That's all you have to do. 3x minus 7. While Ashley scored 9 more points. So instead of saying 9 plus x, x plus 9. All right, so now we're there. All right, so we got everything organized. Now it says, if they scored the same number of points in the second game. Wow. They scored the same number. So how many did Maya score? How many points did she score in the second game? No, say it. She scored 3x minus 7. How many did Ashley score? So what do I do with those two two expressions? Put them together and say what? They are what? Shh. Go ahead. Wow. Finally, now if you say it a little bit louder, all right. Exactly. They scored the same amount. We're not adding them together. All right. They scored the same amount. So as soon as you heard they scored the same amount, you should have just gone ahead and said 3x minus 7 equals x plus 9. Now, everybody's mental mathing this. Move the x over. That becomes what? 2x. Add the 7. So x equals 8. Now it says, how many points did each of them score in the first game? So Maya scored how many? 24 points. And Amaya scored how much?
Score anything.
You are a basketball, I heard, fanatic, right? Phenom. You're going to go to high school.
That's right.
Oh, I forgot. So how many did Amaya score? 8. Thank you. All right, 8. That's it. That's all there is to it. All right, we got time for another one because I don't want all of them for homework. So the more we do now.
So.
Yes, some of you it's going to take years. I agree. All right. So here we go. Number 5. Here we go. Number 5. It says a $48 sweater costs 6 more than twice the shirt that goes with it. How much does the shirt cost? Okay. So again, do we know how much the sweater cost? $48. So this one is much easier. $48 equals, how do I write? Come on. I got 6 more than twice the number. How do I write 6 more than twice? Say it. No. Shh. Come on. No. 2n plus 6 is perfect. 2n plus 6. When it says 6 more than, we're not writing 6 plus. I don't know how many times I can tell you that. 6 more than is plus 6. 6 more than what? Right. Twice the cost of the shirts. All right. Now let's solve this by subtracting 6. How much is that? 42 equals 2n. So n must have been what? 21. So you're going to put $21 for the shirt. All right. You paid $21 for the shirt. All right. All right. Now number 6. All right. Here we go. So now Sophia has 3 times as much money as Court. Abigail has 4 less than Sophia and 5 more than Court. How many people are we talking about here? 3. So the first thing I would do is I'd write Sophia. I would write Court. And I would write Abigail. All right. Yes. Sophia has 3 times as much money as Court. So how much money does Court have? We don't know. So Court is what? X. Sophia has how much? 3x. Okay. Now we got some problems here.
Oh.
Hold up now. So Abigail has 4 less than Sophia. So Abigail would have how much? How much would Abigail have?
3x minus 4.
Right, I agree with you. Abigail would have 3x minus 4. and she would have 5 more than quart. So she would have what? She has 5 more than quart. How much does quart have? X. So she would have also what? Yes, but 5 more than is not 5 plus X. X plus 5. All right, so Abigail has 4 less than Sophia, and she has 5 more than quart. Can she have 2 different amounts here? No, they are what? They are equal amounts, right? So now we can say 3x minus 4 is equal to what? X plus 5. All right. Now we just solve this real quick. Move the x, move the 4, so I end up with what? 2x is equal to 9, so x is equal to $4.50. All right, so quart would have $4.50. Does everybody agree with that? And then Sophia would have 3 times that, and 3 times 450 is close, $13.50. All right. Now, let's see if we are correct. Abigail has 4 less than Sophia, correct? So that would be what? $9.50. She also has 5 more than quart. 5 more than quart would be what? $9.50. Are we correct? Yes, of course we are. All right, so Abigail would have $9.50. All right. Totally happy with that. All right, flip the page. All right, what time's the bell ring? I want to. All right, so we have 4 minutes. So here's what I need you to try. All right, here's what I need everybody to try for homework. All right, circle 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well, and 11. Let's do that. If I hear any whining, we can go more. All right, so here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. That's your job. Try those 5. When you walk in the class, I'm going to see how you did. All right, write them down. All right, do a good job. Get busy right now.
I go to my